Welcome to the BamBoozled.Boston Halloween special.
You cannot
Ladies and gentlemen, ghouls and goblins, witches and warlocks, broadcasting from the Revel Spirit Studios somewhere in the greater Boston area. Welcome to BamBoozled.Boston, the only New England podcast show that openly engages in blood-curdling, on-air alcohol consumption, live music, and special guest appearances. Join us as we learn the finer things about alcohol, its origins, proper way to consume, and when someone asks you, what are you going to be for Halloween, you say, I'm going to be intoxicated. Here to inform, to inspire, and to imbibe are your hosts, Mike Grady and Sean Cochran.
Dude, what a special show we got tonight.
Oh, for real?
Dude, it's Halloween.
Is it really?
I mean, the show's going to come out on Halloween itself.
That is fantastic.
This is, dude, Halloween is probably my absolute favorite. You know, besides like Thanksgiving, because we get the chow.
Oh, yeah.
But where'd our ghoul go?
There was one left next to me. But he left.
So yeah, Halloween is the greatest for me. I mean, everybody has different opinions and stuff.
Of course.
Think about it. Are we booze log? I mean,
we're booze logging.
Because we don't even know. There's so many things happening as far as alcohol is concerned at this point, we have a lot to talk about. So
all right, so here we go. We're going to do it this way. Booze, the first frontier. These are the voyages of BamBoozled.Boston. Booze date, Tuesday, October 27th, 2020. Join us as we explore all types of alcoholic beverages, bringing history, cockeyed perspective, and to boldly go where so many fine human beings have gone before. Today, we are entering the world of Halloween cocktails. So, once again, I say, welcome to the booze log.
It's like Ghoul's Choice tonight. Right?
Oh my word!
So Erin was nice enough to come over and create all of these things. We kind of have to guess what they are. I mean, everything's basically smoking. I don't even know if that. Hold on.
Thanks, Erin.
Mike, who is sitting next to you? What's going on over there? I mean,
hello.
Well, the voice sounds familiar.
Bully.
So tonight is a freestyle episode.
Oh boy!
And I guess you could say that all of these creatures here, including us, especially Mark over there,
Clark Kent.
That's in Clark Kent. I don't know what the hell I am. I think I'm like Qui-Gon Jinn with some underlying issues. I mean, that makes about
some underlying Wookiee issues.
Later. So,
oh my!
Yeah, this is. What the hell? What do we got going on?
Well, one of the things it's interesting how Halloween has changed from when you're a child to when you're an adult. Think about the significance of when it is. Mark, for example, when you were a child, we always thought about how much candy we were going to get.
Absolutely.
That was singularly the most important thing. But notice, as adults tonight, we have managed to put before us monumental amounts of alcohol. So apparently, it's changed some. This is adult candy. So when you think about it, right now, Halloween is a way to celebrate. Because right now, technically, mostly over the state of Massachusetts, Halloween has technically been put on hold. What that means is that the cities have said, we're not doing anything, we're not getting involved, we advise that you don't do anything either. However, Americans are really good at listening to their leaders, and so what we're going to end up doing is, I already know many neighborhoods, they're going to do it, hopefully properly, but they are going to have Halloween anyway, because honestly, you can't cancel the holidays.
Think about it. I mean, if we were supposed to be afraid of COVID, that's part of Halloween. I'm
not actually.
We're all scared of have COVID.
Okay, I am.
Potentially the scariest thing. I don't know. I mean, listen. I'm not doubting the whole quote.
No.
But we're gonna run with it a little bit. So.
A little bit. So that's what we're doing. We're giving, and what we'd like to do is not only talk about what Halloween meant to us when we were children. I'm sure that Sean has a story or two from when Muggsy did their grand Halloween parties. Oh, well, we could. And also what we're going to talk about is how Halloween became one of the biggest drinking holidays of the year. If you can believe that, believe believe it. One thing that leads to that is that the sale of adult-themed Halloween costumes are at an all-time high.
Which version are you talking about?
Oh, like, I mean, for adult people, not...
Because, let me tell you, chicks dress up amazing for Halloween. I love everybody, but when the girls dress up and they do their special thing, you know what I'm talking about.
So get this. This is a quote from actually 30 Rock. Tina Fey wrote, which is, "Halloween, one of the most magical holidays of the year. Up is down, right is left, and wrong is right."
It's like the purge for all your morals, sort of.
Oh boy.
Well, it's like
Not really.
the girls
I know
all
that.
have a costume. You're like, what is your costume? Slutty. Fill in the
I'm a
blank.
slutty bumblebee.
I'm a slutty bumper.
Well,
bumper cop.
you be the best slutty bumblebee you can be.
Right.
That's very important.
How I Met Your Mother had a whole theme running every year of him trying to find out who the slutty pumpkin was.
Oh, really?
Really a thing?
That's really, yeah. Through the show, he fell for this girl, and she was referred to herself as the slutty pumpkin.
Nice.
It's like, you know, I mean, like the angel or anything like that. You know who you're gonna.
You never know.
You never know.
So, according to the National Retail Federation, a staggering 72% of U.S. adults will celebrate Halloween. Across the industry, Halloween spending has ballooned from $5.1 billion to $9.1 billion. It makes sense that alcohol brands from Sam Adams to Jägermeister to Svedka, they want to cash in.
Yeah.
So think about that. Think about the parties that we've all attended in the past. Think about some of the parties we've hosted, Mr. Cochran.
Oh, well, I've been there. We've been to some good ones. Mark and I, remember the old Bob Folks parties?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, remember?
There was lots of slutty angels
It was just
and
crazy
nurses
stuff.
and all kinds
Because
of
he would
stuff.
always have a band, and it was completely out of control. Anyways, I'm sorry. But yes.
Affirmative, Captain. Maybe the shift to this was inevitable because October is synonymous with Oktoberfest. And so as the seasons change, certainly a greater tendency is to have us go inside, heat it up, and we stay at home with our adult beverages. It's backed up by data. Every year since 2004, individual Google searches for both wine and liquor have spiked in October and stay sky high through the holidays. Not a single beer or liquor company could share concrete October sales figures, but with all the aforementioned brands running some sort of Halloween-themed promotions, many for several years, it's safe to assume the holiday presents economic opportunity. We thought candy was fun. Well, what do they say? Candy is dandy and liquor is quicker?
They did.
Something like that. Let's see. Somebody over there is in the sink creating a concoction. You can hear it. What are you doing over there, bud?
I'm making a witch's brew.
A witch's brew, huh? There you go. All right, so check this out. For consumers eager to wear their thirst on their sleeve, there's no shortage of liquor-fueled costumes on the market. Jägermeister recently launched print-out online origami masks in the shape of a skull, bat, and a nod to its logo, a stag. Svedka offered printable costumes in 2015. This year's Halloween push centers on banner ads that haunt people who watch one of the vodka brand's spooky videos. So many things going on. So I could go on, but let's talk a little bit about our childhood and Halloween. I'm glad you asked. So Halloween. So there's two things that happened in Delaware. That's where I grew up. We had two things. We had Halloween. But the night before was called Mischief Night, and it's interesting because I follow something on Facebook that talks about all the old memories of Delaware growing up. And Mischief Night was back when I was a kid was toilet paper, soap, and eggs. Okay. We didn't do anything particularly destructive. We just liked to cause mischief. So Mischief Night, you'd always come out in your yard. You'd have toilet paper, maybe some eggs. It depended on how much the kids liked or disliked you. But they'd roam around in packs for a couple hours. The parents would let them go. Oh, it's Mischief Night. Go on, just be back by a certain time, and nobody caused a great amount of harm. We all had a good old time. Of course, this was suburban Wilmington, Delaware in the 1970s, so drastically a different time.
Yeah.
But then when Halloween would come, Halloween was always a big event for me. As I said before earlier in the broadcast, it was candy. It's candy. It's candy. It's candy. It's candy. That's all it was.
I never really. I mean, I would do the candy thing, but I just knew that much sugar was like literally going to make you diabetic or something. I mean, it was just...
I didn't think that. I just ate it.
I have no evidence of that.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. You know, just the little skin and bones over there. So, I mean...
But it's the top hat that makes it, I have to admit.
So, I keep forgetting that this is really just... It's a podcast.
Yes.
So, I'm making reference to all this stuff. So, Mark is an amazing costume on.
He does.
His face is painted fantastic. And it's... I'm sure that microphone is...
Looks like you should be from Day of the Dead. That's what it looks like. Mexico has that Day of the Dead.
I mean, I started out going for skeleton, ended up with a voodoo witch doctor thing combination.
Isn't that how it always happens?
Really
Bully.
really like that. Now,
I do too. What else can I drink here?
dude, there's all kinds of... You brought those beers.
Yeah, I just don't want to drink anything that I'm currently smoking.
Let me get you some.
Oh, here we go. I wonder what this is going to taste like.
Oh, and then there's that. That's it.
I just pulled a Jim Rose.
We have to go back to plasticware again. Okay. So,
But you are not a Jedi yet.
Not a Jedi yet.
Oh, Erin, I'm personally thanking you. Thank you. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to drink it.
I'll tell you what.
This green one is something else.
This blue one, I don't know what the hell. You know, seriously, we have to try to figure out what they are. I can't see a darn thing when this.
Well, this is definitely has mango.
Yeah, but you don't need to because you're a Jedi, remember?
Oh, that's right. My blast shield is down when it comes to drinking. I'll tell you what it is.
Luke, your blast shield's up, or whatever.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
So, what happens if you?
Oh my gosh!
Dry ice? I mean, because we get a significant amount of dry ice.
It'll burn
things.
It'll burn you.
Die of violent death.
Would you? It's very possible. It being Halloween, it's just another amazing thing to fear. I'm so happy about this.
Right.
Seriously.
We need more things.
We need more.
As if we don't have enough right now.
Yeah, this one's delicious.
Now, so is this.
Mike, what did you bring? What are those cylindrical things there?
Oh, this is fun. Okay, so I got this the other night. I was going over to my girlfriend's sister's house, and we were watching, believe it or not, a bunch of Halloween cartoons. One of them, of course, being The Great Pumpkin, and I decided to pick up something called Permanent Funeral. Three Floyds times Pig Destroyer. And it's on the picture, on the front is a pig's head combined with a wolf's head with spider legs coming out of it and a sword through the head.
That's like a family drink. It's good. Sundays.
We're gonna sit.
It's mildly suggestive. Exactly.
Oh, by the way, this is 10.5%.
Ooh, can I have one?
Yes, here. This is yours. You'll have a rumble in the jungle with that one.
Ready to rumble in the jungle. You know, speaking of which, there it is. I think it's time to.
Oh my God, Mark!
You know what it is?
That's why you keep me in the other room.
I mean, you're half rotting. You are rotting and stuff because you're, like a.
I'm decomposing.
You're decomposing.
So,
I mean, I understand that, the fumbling and stuff. Just try not to break the glass.
yeah.
Is that the second glass or just one?
No, the dog is plastic, so he's good.
Okay, that's good. All right, I was worried about that.
The plastic duck.
I just realized that you. The skeleton over here is doing his hanging from the bar.
He's hanging?
Yeah. I don't know.
Now what did we lose?
What the
What did I
heck?
do now?
What the heck was that?
Something else fell.
What did I do?
Oh, my lightsaber fell over. You know, I'm not a very good Jedi.
Thank God something's not.
Oh, it's turned off, so you're okay.
Turned off. Everybody got hurt.
All right, so let's talk a little bit more about the type of alcohol and the things that are going. Sam Adams has produced its 20 pounds of pumpkin seasonal brew since 2010. Even though the pumpkin beer category lost some ground in 2016, interest in flavored beers overall has really, really spiked, especially with a lot of microbreweries around. According to Monic, the introduction of flavored beers more than doubled between 2010 and 2015, from 2.4% to 5.3% of total beer launches. And we can thank our awesome generation called millennials because they can claim 35% of U.S. beer consumption and get this, 42% of wine consumption. Wine labels are now getting into the action. Black box wines. They're merely wrapping its wines in Halloween-fied packaging, resulting in a huge boom in sales. In October 2016, sales of wine in Black Box's limited edition Halloween sleeve soared above its monthly average. More telling, 2016 October sales were 49% greater than the previous Octobers, and this season's numbers are tracked to be even more successful than the last. And one of the reasons why is that nobody's having Halloween parties, but, oh, I like that sound, and everybody's staying home and getting drunk. And that's the truth.
Too late.
It's a horrible situation.
I don't know what this is. This is another one of Witch Erin's. So appreciate that. Witch Erin. All right.
Well, I think at this point it might be time for... Ooh. I like the sound of that.
Oh, really? I wonder if that's copywritten.
We'll find out.
And suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
It
Caught on in a flash.
He did the monster mash.
All right, enough of that.
Great. You know what's great is this other cocktail.
Really? What is it made out of?
Are you kidding me? I have no idea.
Wait, are we supposed to be? This is what.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So tonight's booze is Ghoul's Choice.
Oh, that's true. Ghoul's Choice. Ghoul's Choice.
It's like open season.
It's like open season.
Have you tried this yet?
I have. That beer is delicious, by the way.
It is
All I
delicious.
did was smell it, and I almost fell over.
You got a buzz?
Yeah, from smelling it.
Floyd's Pig Destroyer. And I'm sorry, Mike. Where were they out of these guys?
I did not. Hold on.
Well,
Let me fire up the Google machine.
This is brewed and canned by Three Floyds Brewing.
Munster, Indiana.
Oh, I like that. It's from Munster.
Wow, how appropriate. Are you kidding me? Three Floyds Company, Three Floyds Brew Pub. Our beers. Let's read a little bit about Three Floyds, because you know what? This beer is so nice. Okay, so they have a variety of beers. Barrel-aged Behemoth, Four Phantoms, Region X, War Pigs, Salmon Pants, Von Munster, Laser Snake, Wig Splitter, Space Station Middle Finger.
Who came up with this?
Space Station Middle Finger, Das kleine Schwarz Einhorn, Rabbit, Alpha King Gumball Head, Robert the Bruce Zombie Dust, Fathead's Midnight Moonlight, Blake's The Tonic. That's great. My favorite name is Space Station Middle Finger.
That's pretty good.
Space Station Middle. From the dawn of times, humans have loved to look to the sky for answers. Space Station Middle Finger replies to all forms its eternal orbit. Behold and enjoy Space Station Middle Finger, a bright golden American Pale Ale. We may have to try that. Hey, Three Floyds, if you happen to listen, we'd sure like you as a sponsor.
Sure.
So check us out, BamBoozled.Boston.
So what is the meaning of Halloween, Mike?
All Hallows Eve. So you want?
Where did it come from?
Well, I'm glad. You know what, Sean? I'm glad you asked me that.
I'm just curious because, we are that looks like the guy, the pumpkin, the guy from the...
That's the Slutty Pumpkin.
That's just...
Oh, yeah, that's a How I Met Your Mother reference, the Slutty Pumpkin, for those who are fans. It's an observance of All Hallows Eve in the time of the liturgical year dedicated to remembering the dead, including saints, martyrs, and all of the faithful departed. But then, like most of our holidays, they kind of branch off into different directions. This is sort of a celebration of everything. And I think that for the most part,
carry on.
Okay, thank you.
Mark, check your computer.
So we've got Halloween activities of all types of sorts, and I think that, as we go jack-o'-lanterns, bonfires, bobbing for apples, and running around mischief night, and I feel, I have the attention span of a gnat, so now I'm looking at Sean's phone going around.
Distracted you.
Totally.
Doing the roving camera.
Doing the roving camera thing.
So that's really what it is. In many parts of the world, the Christian religious observance of All Hallows Eve, including attending church services and lighting candles on the graves of the dead, remain popular, although elsewhere it's more of a commercial and secular celebration. Wow, does that remind me of Christmas. Some Christians historically abstained from meat on All Hallows Eve, a tradition reflected in the eating of certain vegetarian foods on this vigil day, including apples, potato pancakes, and soul cakes. So I need to know what a soul cake is.
Why would you not eat meat on Halloween?
Well, sometimes that's still the whole, not eating meat on Fridays.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I don't know the reasoning behind it.
Brains. I mean, that's meat.
So All Hallows Eve, this is what we do, and then it just kind of, again, it's a secular observation, has a tendency of taking over commercial, to sell candy and all of that. And it seems like many of the holidays is always to give the kids stuff. So you have Halloween, they get candy. Mm-hmm. Easter, they get candy. Christmas, they get gifts. Candy, right? Christmas, they get candy.
They get candy.
They get candy and
That's the stocking, right?
Yes. So that's the Halloween. Quick 30-second. Why is there Halloween? But this Halloween is a little bit different, but that's okay. We're still going to celebrate it in our homes. I do know, as I said, some neighborhoods around here that are going to have Halloween every day. Anyway, they have some creative ways of shooting candy to people. They got tubes and stuff. They're going to throw the PVC tubes.
So that's great, but what about the COVID that's on the candy itself?
Well, then you make sure to sanitize it when you get it.
It's like remember when Chief Brody put the cyanide in the bullet tips when he shot Jaws.
Yeah.
Remember the first Jaws? That's the same.
I missed that scene.
Wait.
Don't tell me that, because I'll go put it on.
Cyanides in the bullet tips?
Yeah. So Jaws 1, Chief Brody.
Do you remember this?
I do not remember this, and I'm a big Jaws fan.
Really?
Yes.
Cyanide in the bullet tips?
Somebody email in. He was putting cyanide poison in the hollow points of his bullets, and then he would pour the wax on it. And that's what he loaded his gun with. Remember, he ran down the beach and he was shooting into the water?
Right.
And he's like, just bluefish.
Right.
That's Jaws 2, by the way.
That's not Jaws 2.
It says it right here.
Okay.
Anyone know why the sheriff on Jaws 2 put candle wax cyanide on the bullets?
I thought it was Jaws 1.
Yeah. No.
All right, so I'm just as stupid as...
No, you're not stupid. We can do... Well, there's 55... What is it, Jaws 300?
All right, Jaws 4. Remember the scene when he's hiding in the freezer and he ate the freezer?
How about Marty McFly, Jaws 26? It still looks fake.
So, anyways, I was making reference to the COVIDs on the candy. So if you shoot the COVIDs across the lawn to the kids, do they catch it?
Well,
I don't mean catch the COVIDs, but they catch the candy.
They catch the candy and COVID on surfaces. Of course, because science is science, right? And it never changes. First, you couldn't touch surfaces, then you can. First, the mask didn't work, now a mask works. So my advice is anybody who gets candy, just sanitize the wrappers before you open it.
I'm sure it's going to be fine.
That's fine.
COVID can't live beyond 50 miles per hour. So if you have the velocity of your potato candy cannon of 60 miles per hour,
it'll kill the COVID?
The COVID's already gone at that point.
Right.
I just made that up.
I know you did. Oh, wait. Shh, quiet.
Delicious.
Yes.
Delicious.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your childhood Halloween excursions?
Well, I was born a poor black child. And from it's a Steve
Martin movie. The Jerk. Yeah, that's why I laughed. I wasn't expecting it.
God, my childhood, as far as Halloween and childhood, all I can really remember is sticking my tongue through the hole of the plastic mask and trying not to cut it.
I used to do the same thing. Those really nasty masks.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I did the same thing.
It all wet inside.
And it would be gross.
It was nasty.
And it smelled funny.
You trade it with your friend and you try it again.
Right. Right.
What a great way to spread COVID.
Nothing was sanitized.
Right. Yeah.
And wait, and we survived?
We did survive.
Oh my
It's great.
God, how did that happen?
But yeah, I mean, I don't have a whole lot of stories about my childhood Halloween stuff.
Did you block it all out?
Maybe so. It was probably pretty terrifying.
Did you, Mark? You didn't go out in toilet paper?
Oh, I did that. That was that
Ooh.
was.
Well, let's get to the good stuff.
Yeah, come
So
on.
that's teenage years, and yeah, we would
Yeah.
go out. I hung around with a couple older guys, Mike and Rob, and we would take our bicycles out. And I remember, like, we had the old Levi denim jackets with the
Yes.
pockets up here,
And the
pockets
patches.
down here,
And the patches.
Yeah, patches everywhere. But the
course.
pockets is the point of this. You could fit 2 eggs in this pocket, 2 eggs in this pocket, 2 eggs in this pocket, 2 eggs in this pocket,
Okay.
and be on your bike and be riding through the neighborhood.
Just don't crash.
Don't
'Cause
crash.
Then you're an omelet.
Reach in,
Oh, sorry.
and you're launching hand grenades as you're driving down the street on your
I
bicycle.
didn't know. And who did you have anybody in particular that you were bothering?
No, I don't think we were.
You were just doing-
specific. We were equal opportunity.
Okay.
Equal
All right.
opportunity.
All right.
Although I don't remember doing toilet paper.
Yeah, toilet paper, especially when it got wet, was the worst. Because if it got wet and then
yeah,
dried,
it's stuck.
It's stuck.
Trying to clean it.
If it's
yeah.
not flushed and wet, then it's good. It's sticking around.
That was for a while. So what about you, Mr. Cochran?
Well, so first off, I have to check your Urban Dictionary brain. What is the term when you shit in a bag and you light it on fire and ring the doorbell? I can't remember what they call that.
Oh my gosh, that is the name, and I don't know. Let's see. What do we put in dog poop bag?
Dog poop?
Flaming dog poop bag.
No, we pooped in them.
No, God, no, you didn't.
Of course we did.
Flaming dog poop bag name.
It's not gonna. No, Erin. All right, look it up.
Flaming human poop bag? Is that what? Okay.
Human poop.
Flaming human poop
I mean,
bag.
that's like-
Personal.
It's of course it is.
That's personal.
That's well. We had some issues with some people in the neighborhood, and I may have done that once or twice.
No real. Doesn't show a name here.
Okay. I don't know why I can't think of it, but anyway. So we did that a couple of times. It was amazing.
Is that like a Trumpkin or something?
No, it's not a. It would be nowadays. I think, but
Did you just say Trumpkin?
I did.
Oh my word.
yeah. So you poop in the bag. It's a paper bag, obviously.
Right.
You run up, you light it on fire on the front porch,
So they
and
put-
ring the doorbell, and the person comes out. Oh my God, a fire! And they stomp on it, and they're stomping their poop into their shoe. We did it a few times. It's terrible. It was absolutely terrible, and we almost got caught because we're in the bushes laughing. So our poop is on the guy's shoe. I mean, it's terrible. But that guy shouldn't have blocked the trail. When we were kids, he was.
Oh yeah, that's a major crime.
You can't block the trail.
That's a major crime.
Don't block the trail.
Yeah.
We have to pass through there.
What would he block it with?
Like sticks and bushes, or put a sign up or
Or
something.
put a log up, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, was it in back of his house or something?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Was it his-
his house? And I think this particular guy used to block the trail. That really wasn't even on his property. He just didn't want people walking by his place.
That's weird.
You know. So
We had that in my neighborhood too.
You had the same thing.
We had trails down to the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
And there were some guys who didn't want us going by on motorcycles on the railroad tracks.
What did they do?
And they would put logs and stuff in the way,
Yeah,
and we
see, that
first
sucks.
just removed them
That
out
was
of the way.
the 3 pipes.
Yeah.
Down the
All
three
down
pipe.
by the 3 pipes and a
Yeah.
half moon, that whole stretch.
Yeah.
But there was one particular guy at the bottom of South Lincoln Street where I grew up, and that was our main path down to the tracks, and he kept blocking it with stuff, and we kept unblocking it. It was an ongoing battle.
Did you egg that guy?
I may have.
Okay.
Speaking of egging, that just reminded me of something my friend Rich and I did. We were egging a guy's house that was across the street from my house, and we were running around acting crazy.
Try that?
Yeah, let me try it. Just a little bit of it because I'm in the middle of drinking at the permanent funeral.
The beer of death.
The beer.
This may be a permanent funeral. Hey, we have to get that sponsorship by Lyft. We can make that happen.
Right?
It's a long ride home from the Revel Spirit studio.
When you've been bamboozled, take a lift or get a lift. Egging. So I'm out because kids don't necessarily have a great amount of wherewithal.
You a nugget for the.
There you go. So my friend Rich and I are out there and we're throwing eggs, and I thought my mom was going to be out for the night, and she came up the driveway and had a fairly long driveway, so he beelined it back to his house. I run in the house, go upstairs, take everything off, jump in bed. Of course, I'm like hot as can be and red-faced, and my mom said,
what are you
doing? No, my mom said, what the hell do you think you were doing? And I just looked at him, I'm like, what? I've been in bed. She's like, well, you have a fever. You were outside. And then she goes down, and what's right next to my bed? A pair of wet socks. Covered in grass.
Oh, man.
I was so busted. And then the guy across the street, I could see him the next day. He gets up, he's cleaning off his window. He doesn't, still, like, she didn't, I don't think she saw his egg, but I do, and unfortunately, the guy across the street, well, for whatever reason, he got a bad rep. As soon as he got the bad rep, then all the kids would give him a hard time. He had a family, I mean, they were just, I don't know why we did it. It was just egg that house, so we did it.
What did he do, though, to earn that bad rep?
Something happened between my mother and him. He was either nasty to her or whatever, and then it got around the neighborhood, and everybody was kind of like it's weird. We lived, it was Delaware. It was just how it is down there, I guess.
So, I can't say, no, I have another story. It's an egging story.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
That's wicked good,
Delicious,
isn't it?
right? It's like the Bahama Mama, but it would be the Zombie Mama.
Zombie mama.
Zombie mama.
Because it's
The zombie mama.
Christmas of the Dead.
Hold on. So you have a story?
Oh.
Nice.
Well, I was trying to clarify my issues with, vandalism.
Oh.
Kids do not vandalize anybody.
We do not promote vandalism.
We do not promote any violence or vandalize.
Vandals are more susceptible to COVID, so don't do it.
Yes, it's a great reason to be more scared of COVID. Yeah, that's great. Or you get your ass kicked. Literally.
That would scare me.
we were in Elmwood Cemetery, throwing eggs at cars speeding by on Springfield Street.
Come on.
I swear to God, spraying cars. We were assholes. We were kids.
Right, right.
And I remember wailing this car, right in the driver's door.
Oh, there.
And literally, he locked up the brakes, and I went, holy shit. It's pretty obvious. The cemetery's on your left.
Right.
The egg came from the left.
That's where it's coming, right.
And the cemetery is, where are you going to run? You're going to hide behind stones? Because you're just going to take a left into the cemetery and just look for movement. Because nothing else is moving. And if it is,
there's nowhere to go.
It's looking for brains.
Yeah.
So I remember this guy ripped into and I'm hiding in the cemetery, and he's hunting me in the cemetery.
What was he saying? Was he saying anything?
Oh, he was out the window, you little mother, I'll catch you. And what are you? And I never did that again. Right. That was my lesson right there. And it wasn't even like a really nice car or anything. It was just some guy that he didn't want his car.
Just took it personal, right?
Which I don't blame him.
Right.
Nowadays, I'd probably do the same thing.
Right.
I have a better one than that.
Oh, God. Please tell.
Okay, so this is wintertime. My friend Rich and I, again, it involves him, my childhood friend. We were standing down his driveway, and we were tossing snowballs into oncoming cars.
Oncoming cars?
Cars that were going back and forth on Duncan Road, we were throwing snowballs at. I happened to pack one pretty tightly, made it icy. I threw it, and what did it do? Nope, it didn't break the window. It went through the rag top of a car that was going by. It went it just went right through. He slammed on his brakes just like that. Yeah. He pulls off to the side road and he comes running at us. Rich takes off, goes up to his house. I could barely
see you.
Yes.
Oh, he saw you.
And before I could get 3 feet, he grabs me by the arm.
He had you?
Yeah, he had me. Rich took off and went to his house.
Rich, shame on you. Was the buddy system? All right, go ahead.
And he grabbed my arm, and I thought he was going to kill me, and instead what he did is he yelled at me, I should tell your mother, you got really, really mad at me, threw me into a snowbank, got in his car and left.
Wow. I mean, what's he going to do?
But I almost peed my pants.
But he probably saw the look of absolute horror in your face.
Oh my gosh.
How old do you think you were?
I was like 11 or 12.
11 or 12. So there you go. I mean, seriously, what are you going to...
Right.
But did you do it after that?
I never threw a snowball at anything.
That was the last time.
I never threw I just remember that moment where that sound, I can still hear it going through the rag top. It just was like, and I saw the hole and like the stuff in the breeze, and I went, oh.
You instantly know this is not what you were looking
Wait a minute.
for.
How did he see you? What time of day was this?
It was in the middle of the day. We were hiding behind.
You're supposed to hide it.
No, we're hiding behind bushes.
That worked well because he saw you.
He saw. Well, of course, because there were no leaves on the bushes, and we thought nobody could see us. I told you, kids have great kids. I teach. I love them to death. They're sometimes smarter than me, and other times I'm surprised they can get up in the morning without killing themselves.
I'm gonna take you to professional shithead school. You can't do it that way. You got to do it like you got to hide.
Oh, I know.
Darkness is the best.
Professional.
Well, yeah, darkness was always the first.
Darkness is the greatest.
Something to hide behind.
Something to hide behind, or you do it in a speeding car.
You know, I got an Elmwood Cemetery story.
Ooh, do tell.
I can't remember if this happened on Halloween, but I seem to recall it was the fall. And so there was a group of us kids, and I want to say we were 13, 14, 15, something like that. And we went to Elmwood Cemetery, and we were hanging out in there, and drinking beers and smoking.
Wait a minute.
Things.
13? Oh, listen to that.
Something like that, yeah.
No, sounds like the Jetsons car.
You know what that sound is? Not to interrupt you, Mark, but that's the cauldron. That's the dry ice. It's encased in ice, and
we need Mr. Wizard to explain what's happening here.
So we'll talk about dry ice.
It's kind of like when you fart in a bathtub.
But
I was just thinking that.
Self-contained.
Anyways, Mark. So
anyways, yeah, we were.
So you were 13 and you were drinking beers.
We were underage drinking and we were smoking some things.
Oh.
And so we found a grave that had been pre-dug for a funeral.
Oh my God! Do not go there. You guys did not dig this freaking grave up.
So we were standing under the tree at that particular hole in the
Is this going to get really creepy and weird?
I don't know. It might. It's Halloween.
All right, go ahead.
So we're standing under the tree and we're all doing our thing. And one of the guys that was with us, and I won't name names, but one of the guys that was with us was like, we should probably leave. This is not a cool place to be hanging out in the cemetery. He was freaked out that we went there in the first place. So we're standing there, we're doing our thing, and
that's definitely copywritten, by the way.
And so there's plywood over the hole, and so we take the kid that's scared.
They didn't put the stiff in yet. It was just getting.
It was just an empty hole with a cement thing in it for the.
It's talking about you, buddy.
That guy needs a sandwich. But go ahead.
So we took the kid that was scared, of course, and we pulled the plywood off, and we threw him in the hole.
Oh, God.
And then we threw the plywood back over the hole, and we stood on the plywood. Because you have to stand on the plywood.
And then you got really quiet.
And then that was it. I mean, that's what we did. I don't remember taking him out. I imagine we did.
Hey, Louie! There's something already in here. Just throw it on top. That'll be fine.
It was a rotten thing to do.
Oh, that is.
It was a rotten.
They take attendance at school, and he's like, "Well, he hasn't come to school in 3 or 4 days."
He was in the hole last time we saw him.
So this is the public service announcement I'm going to make right now. I don't care if you're in water and you're bleeding and there's sharks swimming around you. Do not be the most scared person ever. If you were on fire in a building, do not
never
be the
show
most. Yes,
your fear.
Have control. Never show your fear.
Right.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mark.
So that's pretty much the story. It was just a rotten thing to do, but it was.
That was pretty rotten.
It was spooky, and of course he was freaking out down there. I remember him freaking out. He's kind of sounded like that, actually.
banging on the.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
It is brutal.
You know what? I
Dude,
that jerk. You wouldn't you would.
When you would. You were the award for being the biggest
jerks, as a matter of fact. But,
team jerk.
Give me one first name that I know. Give me one.
No. I'll tell you later, maybe.
All right. That's fine. I just,
Yeah, I don't want to cause any trauma for anybody listening.
Dude, that is... Oh, this is,
You know it.
remember when this video came out? How incredible.
It still is.
It's still incredible. It's still, I don't care what you got for CGI or anything. Michael Jackson Thriller is
One of the
to this date, you know what, I'm gonna watch that tonight.
the full length one.
Yeah, oh absolutely, you gotta watch the full length.
Do you remember, like, your friends gathering to watch the premiere of that?
So, people on the podcast that do not watch the YouTube channel,
We're dancing.
because we're totally doing the moves. What?
3 white guys try to dance. 3 white guys try to dance.
Alright, that's brutal. We're gonna get people on. You have to watch the YouTube video because I look like a total asshole. I mean,
And I have a face for radio.
not that, listen. Let me tell you a little story about this outfit, right? So I have this is my Chewbacca outfit, right? And I love
You do
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. You gotta do
All right,
Chewbacca.
hold on.
Wow, that's good.
Well, it was okay. It was all right.
That was great.
What was Chewie's real?
Hold on.
The guy Peter.
Nah.
There it is.
I bet you that's copy. Disney, don't come after us.
Right.
No, they're coming. Mickey Mouse is banging on the door.
That'll be the best thing that ever happened to the show.
We'll get some recognition. We'll be fine. But anyway, so I got the outfit, and I mean, as you can tell, it's fur. I mean, it's furry looking. It's not real fur.
Right.
You know, no animals were harmed.
Thank God.
But it's warm. So
I bet it is toasty.
I would go out clubbing, and I'm making the parentheses, clubbing. But this is the only thing I would wear.
Did you have anything on under?
No. Go ahead, ask me.
What?
No, there's nothing on it anymore.
There's nothing. Oh, dude, that's all that stands between you and I. Oh,
That is too much.
I feel
Some Wookiee skin.
so.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Empire Strikes Back quote. I like it.
I would go out and go out in this outfit, which was great.
Right.
The worst part is because I'm a beer drinker, so I'd be drinking, and I got to take a leak, and it's a jumpsuit.
Right.
And
You gotta unzip.
I'm not going to go in the potty,
Right.
and no. So I take the whole top off, right?
Stop.
Down to my waist.
Stop it.
And I wrap it so it's not touching the gross ass floor, especially in those bars. And I would stand there in my Wookiee outfit and I'd take a leak, and people would walk in, and it's bizarre, but they would totally understand. Because it's a one-piece Wookiee outfit.
You were Chewbacca.
If you're going to do Chewbacca correctly, you have to do that.
Right. They all walk in. They nod once and they say, "Oh,
Hey, what's
they
up,
had no
dude?
choice."
What's up? And you got to get a ballerina
no choice.
outfit. Oh.
Yes, sir.
So who's going to sue us? Kiss or Tone Low?
The Michael Jackson Foundation, or
To do it, it's gonna be Gene Simmons.
Bobby Morris Pickett, or Disney.
Oh, shit. I fucking love this song.
Me too.
It's such a great
That's a
tune.
great tune.
You think if we just give them straight up credit, that's good enough?
That's Funky Cool Medina by Tone Loc.
That's right.
You know B Street used to do this?
Who sang it? Hannah sang it. Oh my god.
Oh, by the way, I love the CNC Music Factory that you do.
Oh, really?
Them is so good.
Funky Cool Medina.
Hey guys, there's more ghoul juice out there.
All right, what do you got? I got an empty glass. What's going on?
Well, there's
I got an empty glass. This can't be happening.
I'll have more of that.
this thing leaks, so we can't.
Go.
I will. I'm
Not over the MacBook
I am
Pro.
going to do a little. Yeah, not over the MacBook Pro. I'll do a little plug here.
Not over the MacBook Pro.
I got this from the pool down at Atlantic City, Harris. when they when they built the pool. So drinks came in this.
You can do it over my crotch, though. I don't mind.
Really? No, what does that mean? That just got really weird.
Well, I don't want you to do it over my MacBook.
I know well, it's better than your MacBook.
You're not wearing anything under your Wookiee outfit.
Got me.
Worse.
How could that be worse? At least I have underwear on. You do, right, Mark?
What's that?
You have underwear on, right?
I choose not to answer.
Oh my God. Okay, I understand. I understand.
You know what, Mark? You'll get the rest of this.
Oh.
All right.
You get AAA?
I have a few A's.
That's a little scary when you
All right,
mention it.
this Mike, watch yourself because this is pretty full.
I got it.
Are you going to do it?
Yep,
Okay.
totally got it. There you go for you, sir.
Erin, I'm going to have another one of your. I don't even know what this is over here. Let me go find out.
I'm becoming more of an Erin fan by the minute here.
Oh,
just saying.
I've been an Erin fan for years.
I mean, I've liked Erin since the minute I met her, but still,
she's the greatest.
She's getting better by the minute here.
Whoa!
Well, this is the Halloween episode.
All right, what's this one? Mike, you had this one already, right?
It's delicious. It's mango and something really good.
I'm gonna do this one. There's another one here.
Nice.
Good Lord.
Did you think
Another variety? Oh, and shots.
These are shots. All right,
It's a shot?
Let's do a shot. Now, notice what you're drinking out of. Hold it up to the
I
camera.
have a brand new MacBook.
That sounds like chihuahuas.
Chihuahuas. What? Oh.
Whoa! On the MacBook.
Did you get it in?
I just spilled it right on the MacBook. It's okay. If you've got some paper towels, can you grab me some?
Oh, you did
Paper
get
towel.
it. You did. Hold on.
Come on, son.
Come on, son.
We have all these props in the studio ready to go.
Oh my gosh. I can't even believe I just did this. Oh my word.
Hazmat issue. What's that? What do they call that on Monsters Inc. when you got a sock on you? There's a
Is
code.
it a Chili Peppers thing?
There's a code something. It might be a Chili Peppers thing.
Hold on.
Here we go. Clean up in all nine.
Hold the hose up, man. Don't let it touch your computer. Hold on this.
What the what?
Clean up in all nine.
Wow.
And there goes my computer. My computer screen is on.
Oh, I shut it down.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. I just got this one. Just got this one.
Yeah, I don't.
All right, so here's another PSA.
Oh, that's interesting. You bumped the camera over here to the right, and now all three of us are in it.
Oh.
Oh.
And
So we can do a shot like this.
Maybe I should be the camera guy.
Oh.
You should be.
So,
Can I rewind that?
you do whatever you want.
That didn't just happen.
Oh, you can leave it.
Okay.
I did, you know.
I just
so
wanna put
I was just going to
myself
say
out of
the point here is that in the Revel Spirit Studio with BamBoozled.Boston,
Right.
we always have a shop vac on hand for incidents
For
like
emergency.
Did you have it on hand for Jim Rose?
situations.
that. I did not. Well, that's why it's here.
That's right.
Inspired us.
Jim, we love you.
I love Jim. Oh, by the way, we got to talk about Jim in a second. Here we go. This is a shot, by the way.
Is this a shot? I'm going to knock this whole thing
let's
back.
just knock this.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Because
Here's to the shot.
drink it before you spill it.
All right, okay.
Drink it before you spill it. That should be a bumper sticker.
That should be a bumper sticker. That's actually a really good idea.
You just made like $1 million.
Well, then maybe we can afford plastic for our computers.
Right?
That's okay. That's not copywritten.
But what is that?
It's 40 minutes of continuous Halloween haunted house music.
That's pretty cool.
It sounds like all the music in Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. So, all right, I got a quick little, Halloween story. So everybody likes spook walks. Everybody likes haunted houses, all that sort of thing. So back at my mom's house, and she'll, if she could, if I could get her to listen to this.
Mom, listen to my show.
Listen to the show. Anyways, so is your computer okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't need it anymore, so I shut it down.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. It works.
Okay.
I'll find out tomorrow when I mean, it's
I'm a little nervous because you shut it down and you have that look of like.
No, I use this to teach my kids, so just make sure it's.
It's a Mac. It's Apple.
Dude,
Go to www.apple.com. BamBoozled.Boston.
Hold on a second.
What?
This guy's they're making enough money on it.
Oh my gosh, yes.
The fact that we're railroaded into using their product, I mean, that's another whole discussion.
They're the ones that said, "Oh, you don't need the 1/8-inch hole anymore to plug in your headphones."
I'm living that nightmare right now.
Dude, it's brutal. Let's get a third-party device to do the normal things that we do with all our stuff.
It's a high-five skeleton.
That's great. That's great. So, anyways, I would do we would do the trick-or-treating thing and then put the candy out.
Right.
So what I would do is take all the band equipment and I would set the PA up on the porch, but in the bushes. I would put the double 18 JBL sub in under the bushes, right? Crown Macrotech. And I would, of course, mix it so it was a ton of low end. So those samples, when the kids walked up on, it was like, if you stand in front of a concert, I went to see Judas Priest, and I was in front of the subwoofers. I mean, the frequency was so low. My bowels were empty.
I was going to say, did they release the brown note?
Oh my God, it was brutal. But I love Judas Priest. That's fine. But anyways, so we used to do that, and it was the greatest sound. The greatest sound. You gotta have, listen, Halloween, you gotta have bass.
Yes.
You gotta have that bass.
Gotta have bottom end.
I see Mike's fishing for it. I knew it. It's literally like a freaking
gotta have
fishing.
Bottom end.
Gotta have that bass. I have another little story, and it leads to our next week's episode. My God, I could go all night. Let me know if I go too long here, Mike.
You're not going too long.
I'm gonna try this carrot juice that Erin made.
Looks good.
Yeah, it
looks healthy.
Well, you said bass. It's the first thing I thought of.
It's raw bass, right?
Actually, it's Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix-a-Lot? Then who's raw bass? All right, listen, there's more than 10 seconds. We're gonna get sued.
I can hear the lawyers rubbing their hands together in glee.
The door. It's brutal.
We can make millions off BamBoozled.Boston.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So, yeah, dude, I don't know. Mike, so your Halloween, my Halloween, Mark's Halloween, it's great.
Different decades.
Different decades.
Different areas of the country, yeah. Different areas
Decades.
of the
country.
I ain't that much older than you guys.
No, I'm older than all of you.
I am.
I'm 50-something.
I'm 50-something, too.
Are you above 55?
I am not.
I am.
Ah, no kidding.
Wow.
I'm the oldest here. I had my knee surgery, and now my lumbago hurts.
I'm just glad I'm 22.
22 times 2 plus.
We'll talk in 2 weeks. We'll talk about that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on, son.
Halloween story.
Why did this stop? I thought it was. Why doesn't
You
it?
know why? Because it's encased in ice.
He's encased. He's encased in carbonite.
You need like warm water, right?
You do need warm water. So, Mike, you get school tomorrow.
Yes, I do.
Teaching in person.
Yes, we're teaching in person.
May need to take the rest of this dry ice. School and
Do a science experiment.
And do like some musical science or something.
I could do that.
We have quite a bit of.
The 8th graders will go crazy for something like that.
I almost picked up twice the amount of this, and I
Did you really?
didn't know what the heck we needed.
Oh my God. Well, you want to make it really crazy is dump it in there and then put the water on it and it'll just smoke up the whole room.
I mean, we can do that.
Smoke.
Do you want me to do that?
What happens if you fill up a 5-gallon bucket and just drop it all in?
Well, the key is the hot water, because
Right.
what's happening with all of our little cauldrons on the soundstage here is they're becoming so cold, and then the ice is being encapsulated in frozen water, and it's not really allowing it to do anything. So we need hot water. Let me get some.
Oh, so it does better with hot drinks, is what you're saying?
Keep talking. I'm gonna get some.
Okay.
You guys got nothing to say?
I hear typing.
No, that's
sounds
right.
like the-
I'm trying to find.
Content worked in.
Trying to find something here.
In the Revel Studios, we just happen to have
Hot water.
a bunch of hot water ready to go here. I'm actually afraid to.
This is for you, Sean.
Okay. Let's start all over again. The water. Silence, gents. Jesus Christ, we're trying to run a podcast show.
Does this sound familiar?
Hold on, I can't hear it. Maybe that's why I don't have my cans on. Oh, this is Han Solo getting encased. He's getting encased in carbonite.
Carbonite, rig ya.
This was the famous I know scene.
We're still gonna get sued for this too, you know.
Right, Han Solo's gonna sue us. Bring on George Lucas.
Mark, you get this on video?
I do. Yep, it's cranking now.
Now
It's
that's
looking good.
Wow.
right there.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I got it. You know what? This is very, very, very good.
Yeah, it's nice.
So when I was 20 years old, 3 years ago, I worked at New England Stage Lighting. Mike, you know New England Stage Lighting?
Yeah, John Hooper worked there with you, right?
John Hooper didn't work there, but
Oh, I thought he did.
he pretty much lived there. But,
He lived there.
but I had to run a dry ice machine. It was homemade for this big Italian wedding, and I wheeled this 55-gallon drum in, and it had a heater, and it didn't work, and I was the asshole in a denim coat, and I had this, dude, it was the worst experience ever. And I'm
Who's
like,
the asshole?
somebody told me you had to fill the bucket with preheated water,
Right.
and then turn the heater on to maintain.
Keep it warm, right?
No, I just took
Cold
cold tap
water.
water because
Yeah.
nobody told me.
Yep.
And boy, I thought I was gonna get moited.
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I have a story that will that involves an Italian family, and it involves B Street. So, we had a wedding at the exclusive Harvard Club on Commonwealth Avenue
Yes.
in Boston.
Okay. I hear that.
All right, so we go down there. As usual, we get ready to go. We head on down, and we're sitting there where Tip O'Neill and John Kennedy and Ed Kennedy sat, and we go up, and drinks are free, and we're sitting in the big chairs, and we're drinking, and we're going and getting the hors d'oeuvres, and we're just having a grand old time. And somebody said, "Did you notice, where's the equipment?" And we're like, okay, well, Jamie and Paulie will be down here with it, okay? So then we're waiting. This is back before cell phones, kids. So we go out to the back.
You guys had the wrong date.
No. It gets really good. So we see the truck going on Mass Ave toward Boston. We come to find out that they go into the Harvard Club on top of the State Street Bank.
Gotta be.
They take the equipment up, and there's another party, and they're like, well, we're here for the B Street Bombers. They're like, no, you must mean the Harvard Club over on Commonwealth Avenue. But what do?
They set up anyways.
They go home.
They go home? Oh!
So, this is what we had. We had a keyboard with some speakers. Jimmy Bass had his guitar. We had a drummer with one drum and some cymbal stands, but no cymbals.
And you gigged anyway?
Wait. We had to have the lead singer come through the overhead speakers. On top of the fact, it was during the Red Sox playoffs, and we had a television that we had put on top of the piano to watch. So we were watching that while we were waiting for the equipment. So we go and we explain to the bride's father, and he goes, "You're breaking my daughter's heart. Do you have any idea how you guys effed up?" And we're like, what are we going to do? So finally, we call up to Jamie and Paulie's house, and we're telling them, "You've got to come back down here."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, we've already put the truck away." Like, each of you go
Nobody
get...
said you could go home.
So they end up...
On your own.
So we start playing. Now Imagine what it sounded like with horns, a guitar player, and maybe a keyboard, and that's it. So we're doing... We're doing In the Mood. It sounds terrible.
It's like cocktail hour.
It sounds terrible. The bride's crying. Tony's upset. They finally show up, which would technically be fourth set. They set up, and we play 2 sets after that. We go up to the father, and we say, "We're so sorry. We're, whatever you think is appropriate to pay us." He pays us half, and we tell him that we will give him a party for free. And he said, pretty much, "F you guys."
Yeah.
We tried getting a hold of him numerous times. That was at that one point where I wish I had become a lawyer.
Right.
And I hadn't become a musician.
So-
that was the lowest
lowest point
of my musical career, my storied musical career.
You know what? That's a pretty good one. That's
I have never felt more embarrassed, and we didn't know what to do. We had already walked in like we usually did.
Right.
Unfortunately, like we own the freaking place, and we're ordering drinks and we're eating. And I know the father, he was like 6'3". His name was Tony, and he was flanked by 2 guys that were actually bigger than he was.
You're lucky you made it out of there alive.
Right.
Well,
I'm just saying.
That is the worst musical story right there.
It's pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. But yeah, we
I was
continue.
going to try to beat that, but I can't.
I don't know if I can top it.
And yet, what is it, like 40 some odd years later, B Street's still together.
You guys are still doing it.
We're older.
I got one story that we actually were hired to go play a wedding in up in northern Massachusetts.
Okay. Who's we?
Me and you,
Oh, we did?
and we had a guitar player
Chris?
who I won't name,
Chris Bradley?
and he walked out on like the 3rd or 4th song and said, "I can't do this."
Do I remember this gig? I can't remember it. It wasn't Chris.
No.
It wasn't Bishop.
It
was
was.
Bishop?
It was.
Oh boy.
Well, I mean, maybe... I don't remember the gig.
It was Wuzzy Bear's wedding. Wuzzy Bear's brother's wedding, actually.
That was up north?
That was in Ward Hill.
I thought it was Ward Hill.
Wait, do you remember the gig we did at the boathouse? The wedding? The three of us, right?
Yeah, that was at the yacht club. Yeah,
That was at the yacht club, remember? We
the
did
3 of us did it on bass, horn, and drums.
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
I remember
what
Mike
gigs do you
Oswald was there,
remember?
But I don't know whose wedding it was.
I do
Wait a
remember
minute, was his band playing and we just happened to step up and play?
We were the band.
Oh, we were the band.
We were the band. You called me up that morning and said, "Hey, do you still got your drums?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And you're like, "Can you meet me at the yacht club at 1
Hey,
o'clock?"
Mario, you still got your car? Yeah, I still got my car.
Hey, it's me.
So I come down and
It's
with
me,
Mike
Mario.
on bass, and we played a medley of songs. You know,
Okay.
and it was good.
Okay.
It was fun.
Like what songs?
I remember some particular rap songs that were mostly bass driven.
Well,
there's a whole
just
list of them from the 80s.
Every song is mostly bass driven. Just people choose to ignore that.
That's one of them right there.
Mario. It's me, Mario.
Now, if there's any question we're getting sued, we definitely... There's a big gorilla banging on the door right now with a handful of bricks.
ready to roll a drum over you, and like a barrel. Sorry. Well, here we go. Now, how many people now do we have after us?
People are already shut this off.
You think?
I don't know. I'm more preoccupied with this dry ice.
Because it's fun.
Dude, let me tell you something. Anybody that's listening,
Yes.
dry ice. Oh my!
It's fun.
Put it in your armpits and put your arms down. And your armpits will smoke.
Thank God we put over 21 on everything.
It's just a great sensation.
I can imagine a bunch of 12-year-olds trying it at home.
All right, so I take that back. Do not do that because you
Thank you.
Be hurt.
Yes, it will hurt.
We're getting sued enough already.
Wait. Oh, looks like Disney's already suing us. No.
Yeah, go ahead. Play the theme to, I don't know, frickin' Bambi. Who gives a shit at this point?
The theme to Bambi.
It is hunting season.
Screw it. Just play everything.
Oh my gosh, this has been so much fun. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong one. Sorry.
See?
So what's going to be the gas factor tonight?
The gas factor is going to be up. It'll be for me. Hold on, let me evaluate my wookiness.
Self-evaluation.
Ooh.
Awful. Yeah, it's terrible. That was like
It was much better earlier.
blasphemy. I'm a 6.
We've lost all control.
I'm a 6 or a 7. I might have to call for a ride.
Upstairs.
What, upstairs?
That's my secret room in the above the Revel Studios.
Above the Revel room.
We didn't tell anybody we built that, did we? No. A room in a room.
That was for you.
You better look at the wiki with
The Wookiee. Let the Wookiee win.
if the Wookiee had COVID, he'd be WikiLeaks. That's terrible.
Oh.
You want me to start? I'll get going.
We can start. Go ahead.
I will start getting.
All right, guys, let's take this thing out. This has been an absolute blast.
Dude, come on. Halloween. BamBoozled.Boston.
Happy Halloween. Yeah. Woo.
Thanks, Erin, for making the drinks.
They were awesome. You're awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
I can't believe it's over.
Come on, son.
Listen to that bass tone.
Who is that?
Damn, that's good.
Will we get sued by him, too?
Probably. That's Stanley Clark.
Clack.
Welcome to the BamBoozled.Boston Halloween special.
How's that?
It was fucking awesome. Holy shit, those are great. All right, I can't see a damn thing. And I'm drunk.
That's all of it.
Oh, shit, I missed.
That's all of it. Except for that stuff. It's one of the sample shots.
Now let me